I'm going to post the video. Because now they know where we are.
Let me explain something to you. So, this is a vicious cycle that we just can't get off this fucking insane cycle of shit. So, we left our home in November, around the middle of November, November 15th. By the end of November, our phones were burned and dirty. The two phones we had. So, it was around the middle of December. I'm like, we'll just stop and I'll add a line onto our account. We'll get a new phone that's clean, and we'll just keep it for so we can use the Wi-Fi, so we can get the maps for directions and things like that. So I got a nice phone that was going to be able to, that we could run the Wi-Fi off and not give away our location with our other phones. So I don't even remember what state we were in. It might have been Kentucky, Tennessee. I don't know, remember what state we were in, but we went in right before Christmas, got this new phone.
Sorry.
Immediately from the packaging of that, opening the package of that phone, we left the store. The phone never worked right. It would only click into the Wi-Fi if we were under Wi-Fi. So if we were at home, or if we were in a hotel, or if we were wherever we were, if we could, it would grab onto the Wi-Fi there. But if we were on the road, it didn't work. So it was basically worthless to us. Because we needed it for the road. I didn't need it for the house. I needed it for the road, for directions and whatnot. Looking things up on the internet. We've been to, I think this is our 5th or 6th T-Mobile.
It's more like that. It's more like 8
that we've been into. Like, we physically, wherever, okay, today there's a T-Mobile and it's daytime. Let's stop in there.
Mom, I can't feel my toes. Okay, it's
just give it a minute.
I really can't feel my toes.
Where's your socks?
They're on.
You're killing me. You're choking me out. So we stopped into somewhere between 5 and 8 different T-Mobiles in different states. Every time we stop at a T-Mobile, we have a fucking issue. They won't help us. The mask there's always an issue. We've called on the phone. I've spent 20 hours since the middle of December. I've spent 20 hours on the phone with T-Mobile.
Do you know how many people I've had?
They've troubleshoot. They all do the same thing. They all troubleshoot the phone the same way. Did you turn it off and on?
I could fucking work at the store.
They just did the same crap right now. Well, they won't just trade the phone outright. They won't come clean with the phone. They finally said, okay, well, we'll send you a phone. I said, we are on the road. I don't have an address. Well, we can send it to the store. I was like, it's going to take 2 or 3 days, and I might not, the way things work for us, we might not be in this area in 2 to 3 days. And sure enough, we weren't in the area in 2 to 3 days. So I had to have it forwarded to another store. Now I got this phone switched out maybe a couple of weeks ago, and it's having the same issue. It's basically a glorified camera. So we stopped today. We were able to stop at lunch, and right across in the parking lot was T-Mobile. I'm like, we're right here. Things are quiet for a minute. Let's go over and deal with this phone issue. And sure enough, we get in the store. Things are quiet until I walk into the store. And
it was reverse racism at its fucking finest. It was because she's white. I had been sitting there. Why am I yelling?
I don't know. But it's this vicious cycle that we go through. So then we turn the cameras on because this is ridiculous. We've had enough. It should be a simple thing to just switch a phone. It's clear. They can see from the phone that by the, I don't know, the megabyte, whatever it is, that they measure how much phone usage you have. It's so low that they can see that the phone is not working.
The phone is a very expensive fucking phone.
So Allie turns the cameras on right now to record this, because this isn't the first time. It's not the second time.
This woman was
the third time.
racist.
It's not the 4th time. It's not the 5th time.
It's every T-Mobile employee.
So now we turn the cameras on, and guess what? Now we're back on the radar.
And guess what? The manager backed up and said, we are wrong. That was inconsistent. That was a very first that the managers came forward and said that shit was wrong. That was wrong. There should have been no surprises. That was wrong, because he seen me come in the store. He seen me walk through the store. He seen me sit down. He seen the mask hanging off a fucking face when I damn near had a panic attack. He seen the person helping me. the guy that was helping me had to go address this woman and tell this woman what the fuck what was wrong with the phone. He had to go talk to her. So she's seen me. Me and mom walked through the fucking store without our mask on. And I had it hanging off my fucking ear. And she watched me. She looked me down in the face. And then I'm looking at her, and this bitch is glaring at my mother. This bitch is glaring at my mother. I came and got in the car, and I told Grandma. Grandma, did I not?
Yes.
I said, this bitch is glaring at her. Because mom was like, go eat. Go sit in the car and eat. And I'll sit here. And I'm like, I sat down for 2 seconds, took one bite, and was like, nope. That bitch is glaring at my mother.
And all hell broke loose.
And then all hell broke loose.
Wouldn't be the first time they called the cops on us. Because we want our phone fixed.
All we want was the fucking phone fix. I had been sitting there quietly minding my business, just fucking fine. The guy was helping us. Then she comes over after I said, Mom.
Well, we've talked about that before.
We told you about this reverse racism shit. Because she walked right past me, came up close to me, seen my mask hanging off my face, looked me dead in the fucking eye, and then walked away. But I say, Mama, and this bitch come back over and starts causing shit, talking about you need to get sorted, and under her breath, we'll call the police. Ha! Okay. Y'all want to see the video of how the fuck I just took down the whole damn store? I'm so hot right now. Ugh. You know that angry that you get when you're hot and you want to hurt somebody, but you can't because you're like, I'm too pretty to go to jail. They don't have enough magazines on fucking Sunday. I'm gonna post a video, and there was somebody outside. It keeps freezing up. Yeah, I know now. We're being followed, I'm sure.
But we were quiet for a couple days, so I think I got us ahead of the problem, which I think we solved the problem that we were having, the leak that we were having. But what do? Do you keep continuing the bullshit? You know, the moment we speak up, then we get another issue.
And then the manager took a look. I said, look at my Instagram. I said, I'm a sex trafficking survivor. Do you need the papers? I don't know what the ADA is. You don't know what the ADA is.
I've made numerous complaints to T-Mobile about their employees have no clue what the ADA is.
So if there was somebody with a wheelchair that couldn't get through the fucking door, you're supposed to have something to accommodate them. If your store is sitting on top of a hill, you're supposed to have a ramp and not just stairs so that they can come up and come into the store. You better make sure that your bathroom is handicap accessible for people who are in wheelchairs, or else you can get fucking sued. I asked that lady, I said, okay, fine. If you don't want to help us, fine. Listen, lady, I've had a long day.
This is
Thank God the manager said we were wrong.
That was the first time.
That was the first time somebody's done that.
Props to him for that.
Props to the manager,
Props
Maxwell.
To
Props to Maxwell. He said we were wrong.
No props.
And because we weren't trained right, we should accept whatever the hell comes to us. Because this was wrong. Maxwell did say that. Colt took care of everything he needed to do. Alejandra, Valerie, not so much. That was reverse racism at its finest. Knock your shit off. And the ADA, someone needs to retrain T-Mobile. T-Mobile needs to be retrained, period. Period. So excuse the hell out of us while we now figure out how the hell to move out the way. And I'm going to post a video as to what just happened at T-Mobile. And I'm still yelling. So you'll see in the video that I said I need to go take a walk.
So now the phone's not fixed.
Now there's no sound.
It'll take 2 hours to maybe fix it, which means, and this, feel me here. So since all this bullshit, how many times to T-Mobile, how many hours on the phone with T-Mobile, and they said now we put the new SIM card in and it might fix it you'll know in 2 hours. So we're going to be out of this area in 2 hours. We're going to be in a whole other area. And that means if the phone's not working, then I'm going to have to go through this whole process all over again by going into a T-Mobile store and dealing with the whole resetting and turning the phone off all over again. We've been doing this since December.
Somebody said they were trying to cut off the resources. Shannon has gotten into a car accident. You think that's just the only resource because she handles things. Nope. X23 had major issues. She got cut off from helping us. You think that was our only resource? Nope. We had another situation with all of our cell phones. You think that's our only resource? Nope.
By the time you guys see something on a live, we've been through about 20 kinds of hell, and
oh my God. And we're debating whether or not we need to put it on live because we're like, this is about to walk into one hell of an issue.
We can't even get our own money out of the bank.
We can't even get our own money out of the bank. We can't switch phone out. We can't even go get food. We can't go into anywhere to get food. We have to send somebody else in because if we send somebody else in for food, all hell breaks. It's not us. It's really not. We were sitting there for hours. Watch the video. There's a video of me going off. You don't see the video of me sitting there.
If there was an easier... Trust me, I'm lazy. Like, by nature, I'm freaking lazy. So, if there was an easier way to do shit, don't you think I'd be doing that shit? Like, you don't know what it takes just to complete one task. And that's the way it is for most survivors. Just to complete a simple task, they go through freaking hell. So we're still trying to complete the fixing the phone task. That's probably not going to happen today. And it's probably not going to happen tomorrow either.
Nope.
So nope. I will continue to pay for this very expensive camera every month.
Like we continue to pay for our house that we're not living in.
For the house we're living in.
The car that we don't have.
The car that's sitting in the airport parking structure. Like, what are you going to do? That's all we got. Ooh. They didn't have no problem taking my money and giving me a phone up front, but they have a big problem trying to fix the problem. They can't just hand me a phone right there on the spot. So by the time you see us on live, don't think we're just hotheads. Just know we've been...
It takes a while to get us that fucking angry because we're looking at people like, do you really want to go? Do you really want to fucking go? Because we're not trying to go with you, but if you really want to fucking go.
Yeah, T-Mobile is not my fight. I don't,
That's little compared to when the lady wanted to mumble under her breath, I'll just call the police. Girl! Alejandra!
Can they fix the phone?
Right?
Can they fucking fix it? At least they will get here with a reason. And then when after that was said, when everybody realized she know what the ADA, she calmed the fuck down and she stayed her ass in the store. She didn't have anything else to say. She sent another person out.
She went back in the corner.
Alejandra climbed back in her fucking T-Mobile hole. Right after that shit.
T-Mobile booty hole.
After her reverse racism episode, and when she realized who the fuck she was fucking with, then she climbs back in a hole and tells somebody else to go handle it. To the point where the person didn't even have on a name tag. I had to check with him. Are you really the fucking supervisor? Because she got on a name tag and it says manager, but you don't. I'm not in a fucking mood for you either. Because we've already had that shit. But thank God he's legit and he apologized. He even said she's wrong. That was inconsistent. No one likes surprises. That was wrong. I do not know what the ADA is, and we should be trained, and we should accept anything that comes to us because we didn't know what that was.
But he's a district manager, and you would think by the time you're a district manager, you
would know what
ADA
the fuck the ADA is.
Backwards.
Because if your bathroom ain't ADA approved, homie, you shouldn't be the manager. Fucking necessary.
But on a good note, I think we found the leak, and I think we fixed the leak, and we had 3 quiet days. So we're just gonna get back to that.
You're gonna get back to
after this little bump, and just know if you need me to take a picture, I got a great camera on my phone. I can take your picture, but don't call me because I can't talk to you.
A very expensive camera.
I'll post some of my pictures I took with my phone, but don't call me because I can't answer your call.
I love you so much. Can't wait to be there. Hey, Jamaica.
It's something, I'll tell you.
And I just gave Grandma the warning. I said she's looking at my mama crazy. Grandma says, "Oh, oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna get her because she's looking at my mama crazy." It wasn't about me. It was about her. It's the color of her skin. You see how racism is taught?
There is. There's a lot of reverse racism. You wouldn't think so, but
we do still have the 90s with us. It was really funny, too, because the 90s are sitting somewhere else, and all of a sudden, they're just like...
The pictures in the T-Mobile store were of black people with no mask on.
That's mind control. That's mind control.
Harley and Huntress are still, and they're just like...
What the hell? Oh, this is a daily. They got to get used to it.
They know. They know. Huntress had her moment. Or, not Huntress. Harley had a moment too. We just went through this shit with the damn mask people. That was yesterday. Harley went off. And I was like, see? All we said was we're going to quietly walk over to this place and grab some food. And next thing you know, this fucker tries to walk past all three of us because we were split up. So we went in groups somewhere. There's more than us. So we went in groups. And we're like, we're just going to walk over here and quietly get some food. Get a second, just quietly. Didn't have a mask. We're like, fuck, we forgot. So we were like, hey, can you guys give us a complimentary mask? Can you come outside and take our order? Like, we'll do the online order. They just continued to get crazy. And we were just like, listen, we're not trying to make any waves. We're really not trying to make any waves. Like, if you want to come outside and take our order, that'd be fine. We're just hungry, okay? That's it. We just want our food and we want to go take back into our hole. That's it. That's it. Nope. This one fucker comes out the store, decides to get into his car, touch his gas, turn his car on, and then scream out his window at us. I mean, we could have let it go. No, we couldn't have. It was a lot. It was the whole store was being stupid. And then, yeah, Harley went off. We all kind of, and then I was like, And then there's a popo sitting right there. We're like, let's go. Because let's go. Let's just do this shit. You want to talk about it? Because we can educate everybody on why the fuck we're not in a mask right now. We can tell everybody that. And we were, at one point I was like, listen, Mom, let's just go back and get the mask. And I was like, fuck that. And I'm like, oh. You see how there's more serious shit in the world? Harley was very sweet, though. She said, "Oh, God bless you," chasing his car. She didn't chase his car. He decided to talk shit while he was driving.
What are you gonna do?
And I look at Harley and she's like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, so today's my turn. The movie's gonna be great. Remember that day I told you guys that I walked into a gas station and it was not my fucking day? And this lady was standing behind a full plexiglass in her own little cubicle room inside the gas station with a face shield, a mask, and a mask on. And you had to slip the money through a little metal slot. And this bitch had the nerve. We're literally having to move quickly. Like nothing. I literally ran in there. "Hey, can you take $20 on so-and-so? I need you to put on a mask." You need me to put on a mask, to hand you money through a metal slot, a whole cubicle, plexiglass, 2 masks on, and a face shield, so you can touch it with your bare hands? Do you know what ass that $20 has been in? And you got the balls to tell me to go put a mask on so you can take it through a metal slot? Bitch, bend over. Like, I was so pissed off. Mom was like, "Just let me get the gas from now on." I was, okay, that's a good idea. Mom had to pull me out of the, I'm like, "You're the problem." Like, it was.
We could have paid with the card, but it's got a damn throttle.
But it's got a damn throttle.
You see? And round we go.
Oh, shit.
We can't fucking win.
But we got witnesses now.
We got witnesses now. And they were like, this lady recorded me. I'm pretty sure our face is about to go viral. You might find out who one of the heroes are today, and I bet you when you find out, she's a badass. So if she gets uncovered today, it's because there's a bitch that was sitting in her car and recording the whole fucking thing. She was in her car. I was like, "I'm gonna walk away and take a walk," and she was like, I looked at her. So,
Like, turn that damn camera off.
I'm not shocked because we should have went viral in Walmart, Sprouts on Thanksgiving, and that food store. The whole automotive section in Walmart. And once again, it's reverse racism because nobody wants to mess with me. If I'm sitting by myself and I got the mask hanging off my ear, I'm black. My skin is helping me. But the second I say, "Mama," somebody, "You need to put your mask on."
Yeah, they told me and Shelly to put our mask on.
They want to fuck with them. Mom and grandma.
It was a black cashier.
It was a black cashier in Walmart. She was fine with me. Sat there while they worked on our car for hours. There's a video to that too. You know the one where I'm standing outside and I'm just blowing the fuck up and somebody walks past me and Mom had to tap me on my arm because she wasn't the one, and I was like, "Listen, get out of my face. Get out of my face. Out of my face. Out of my face." I know people come on here like, "Listen, I just grabbed coffee, or I was just coming on to see how you were doing," and wow. Fucking wow. You know, I talk to my insurance holders and I say, "Hey, we're gonna be fine today. Things are going smooth." And the next thing you know, I have to call on them and say, "Stand by." And they're like, "What happened this time?" And then I send them another video and they're like, "Well, fuck." What? I thought you said you were just good. I thought so too.
Don't go to T-Mobile.
Don't go to T-Mobile. We can't get food. We can't slide our cards for shit. It's cool. We gotta go. I love y'all so much. Huntress is like, you okay? You okay? We okay? Yes, we okay. Please pray over all of us today, because we're gonna need backup. Now, we just went from one side of the state to the other, and now look what happened. I'll call the police. Well, that all changed when she realized that she was not trained in the ADA. Oh, now never mind. I'm gonna go sit in my hole in the T-Mobile closet. Yeah, you do that, Alejandra. You do that. I had to put it out there. I said, ask about me. Hashtag Allie's Army. Do you need my papers? What you mean you don't know what the ADA is? And he's like, huh? I showed him my Instagram, and he's like, oh. Yeah, we were wrong. A little bit. Just saying, have some respect for people. Like, just have some respect. That's all.
Don't mess with our veterans with PTSD.
Right.
You
Leave
know,
people alone.
Somebody said, wow, the show Punked ain't got nothing on you guys. We can literally put them to shame. We can put all TV shows to shame. Y'all know y'all have been here for horror, dramedy, comedy, freaking, I think everybody has went through all emotions probably at the same time with me, because sometimes, yeah, we'll go. We got to figure shit out. Now I'm just like, great. What's next? You're going to see a fun video next. This is going to be one of those series of a day. I bet you. How about that? I think we were going for like 5 videos in one day of shit that could happen. Here we go. Again. I didn't even get to eat my fucking sandwich. At least it's still there, though. I'm just going to get on that. But my stomach now, I want to throw up. Damn people. Watch the video. Gonna take the comment off. We'll see you soon, I'm sure.